Hello to my friends, welcome to GT CAAD. Today we have the 10 essential tricks in sketch, parts and assembly environments. It's optimize your model and your sketch in the right way to re-edit in future. Also, you can model it in a short way. Okay, let's go to the practice these tricks. In the third option, we have the configuration manager. Click on it. Here it's very important your project to know about this configuration. For example, I want to show just these eggs to you. Okay, the hard way is that go to the part feature here. The last one is our egg revolving feature. You can suppress it. You can see just cup and our eggs is lost. But I want to show you the best and the advanced feature is configuration. Right click on this toolbar. Here you can add the configuration. It wants you to make a name it for it. For example, I make a name it to cup. I just want to see just cup. Okay, here our cup configuration is activate. And here go to the part feature. The last one is our egg. When you right click on this feature, and here the third option we have the configuration feature. Click on it. The modify windows blow up and it shows you which features belongs to your configuration. For example, I want to suppress these eggs revolving from this configuration cup. It means this feature should suppress or should be, for example, temporary deletes in the cup configuration. And okay, look, we have just cup in our parts here. It's suppressed automatically. When I go to the configuration toolbar, select the default. Okay, just the eggs and cup shows both together. And when I select on the cup, just cup shows us. Okay, in this assembly I just want to remain just wheel and have some feature or work on this component in this assembly in wheel configuration. Select on it and our components activate. Okay, when you select on the wheel surface, the components shows where is it. Okay, select these components and drag it to toughest location under the origin. Okay, drag it to here. Our component goes up the toughest location against other components. Okay, as I said, select the second component, press and hold shift key and select the last component. Right click, go to the configure component and suppress all components from the wheel configuration. Suppress here, screw right, and the last one. Okay, other component is suppress, just wheel is remain. For example, I want to create some feature. For example, I want to cut or create some hole on the rubber, but all features shows in the wheel configure. It's very important your project to work on some components one, but you don't want to affect in your main assembly. Okay, select defaults. Okay, we have all components just rubber. Also, you can select and configure. You can unsuppress from the default to have all components here. Okay, as you see in the default we have the all components, but in the wheel configure just have the wheel configure. The second trick is the appearance. Here we have some way to change the material, surface and components from the showcase material. You can select, for example, I want to change this surface or this part is housing. When you right click in the appearance, you can select one feature or one part or one surface. You can delete. Okay, it turns back to default. Okay, go to the, for example, this body. I want to change the appearance. into, for example, this color, or you can select from the steel in brownished steel or cast stainless steel. Okay, and it changed the color, change into that material. Also, you can select just, for example, this face or all body. For example, I want to change it this rubber hands insulation. Go to the appearance in the rubber folder, for example, made rubber, drag it and drag it on this surface and change the body, for example, into that made rubber. Look, the body change into that material, or the feature, just the rubber change into that material. Okay, another way to find or re-edit, for example, I want to edit this appearance. In the design tree, scroll to right here, you can see all appearance operation here. For example, we started from the polish steel, after that another polish steel, and change it to color white. The last one, I change it this insulation material into matte rubber. You can delete it or you can edit. When you click on the remove appearance, the material is deleted. Okay. The number 3 of the tricks is to create a folder and make your model in advanced way. For example, here we have some holes. For example, in this project you have 10 or maybe 20 holes. You want to change the size of the hole in future. Look, one of the hole is here or here, and for example, third one is the last feature. But I want to make a little 3D and I want to create this model in professional design. Close all hole features together and make these hole in a folder. Select the first, press and hold shift key and select the last feature or last hole. Right click on it and here add to new folder. You can rename, for example, I forget to rename it and our folder name is folder number 1. I want to rename it. Right click on it and in the rename tree item write hole. You can find easily and fast all holes in your part or in your assembly feature and make it and re-edit in future. Also, you can put all fillets. For example, we have the 2 fillet, create a new folder and write it fillet. Or for example, other feature fillets number 1 and 2 in the new folder in fillets. Or other boss extrude, or for example, the revolve is refers to this hole. For example, this hole, I click again, click on it or put it on the folder into hole 1 per 16 inch. Okay, it means in this folder I have the revolve feature that's related to this hole. Okay, when you expand all your feature from this folder or delete to this folder, right click on it and delete the folder. Okay, all features exit from this folder and our folder is deleted. Another tricks is related to plane. For example, I want to create a symmetric plane from the mid thickness of this length. Okay, to directly and in a short way to create a plane, select this face and press and hold Ctrl and select this face. Directly select the plane and it's create the middle of this face. I want to create a plane that has offset from the front plane or show this front plane. Just press and hold Ctrl and drag the front plane into further. Okay, do it again. Press and hold Ctrl and drag the border of front plane here. Okay, for example, you can make an offset from In this trick, we have the triangle that I want to show you how to use it without any line. Here we have another option is a polygon. Click on it, change it the parameter into 3 and select just one point, for example here, and create your triangle. Okay, our triangle is created and you can delete the circle inside. Another tricks. In these tricks I want to show how to calculate the length of the line without using a smart dimension. When you click on this line, you can see the length under this toolbar. The length is 121.2. It doesn't need to use the smart dimension. Also, you can find, for example, the angle between this line. Select this line, press and hold Control key and select this line. The angle is 120 degrees. Also, you can calculate all total lengths of these lines. We have the fully defined sketch. Click on it. Here we have the two options. The first one, all entities, it means all this line fully defined in the same time. Or for example, I want to calculate or make a fully defined just two circles. For example, this circle and circle needs to be fully defined. And select on the calculate, it means preview for you. Select on it and OK. As you see, the color of the circles change into the black. It means it's fully defined. Select the fully defined and run the first or activate the first parameter. And OK. Look, our sketch color change into the black. It means our sketch is fully defined. You can watch it under the toolbar here. I want to dimension it into 1.5 inches. Okay, it's so easy, but I prefer to fully define based on my dimension, not based on the system default fully defined. Let's go to the another tricks. Another tricks is based on the smart dimension. When you need to dimension the maximum of the slot length, for example here to here, the first step, activate or select the smart dimension. After that, when I drag and hold my select on this curve, look, it's the midpoint of this curve shows odds. The color is yellow. Select on it. After that, drag it and hold on the another opposite side and select this point. The maximum length is shows. Okay, another way to do it without using the midpoint, select one of the, for example, this circle, this half of the circle or curves, select on it and press and hold shift key. After that, select this curve here. The maximum length of this slot is here and change it to, for example, into your specific dimension. Okay, we have another tricks. When you are in the assembly, for example, you open sub feature like mates or any feature or any sketch of your component. Here under each component is open. To make collapse, press shift key and hold it. After that, press C. Look, all of the sub features is collapse. Another, for example, I open the sub feature of this component. Another way is right click the assembly. After that, here we have the collapse option. Collapse items. Another trick is hide components. For example, in this assembly, I want to hide this component. Right click on this component. After that, here, hide component. It takes a little time to do it. Just drag your select on this component. Don't select on it, just here. Drag it on it and just press tab key. Look, to return these components and shows us, press and hold shift, after that click tab, but your flat should be on that previous location here. Again, for example, for this fox body, just drag or select on this body, don't select it, just press tab key. Again, drag or select, this location is the fox body, and press and hold shift key, after that press tab. Okay, tab, for example, this, or hide these components. After that, press shift and tab key. Okay, it's so easy.